gonna make a journal entry with this one. I'm gonna document here what happens regularly when you are a human being with emotions and you resist these people. So I was just pointing a camera, live streaming and body cam at police at O'Fallon Police Department. And in short, how that went down was everything was completely fine. I had talked to the people downstairs. I went upstairs and talked to him, and I had a perfectly fine civil conversation with him. Toward the very end of it, two cops came up, finished the conversation, and now all of a sudden, these cops are called to escort me out. All of them have the good sense to maintain a certain distance. After all, I was admitting, because I had concluded all of my official court business. I really tried to think of something else, but I couldn't. It's just a coincidence. But here's the thing. Look, I don't care if someone thinks I'm racist, okay? Every time I encounter a black woman working for government, they have zero customer service skills whatsoever. You are not a customer whatsoever. They don't have to treat you with any amount of respect whatsoever. They can interrupt you at any time. They're speaking behind glass. They can give you attitude. And it's the same thing anywhere you go, DMV included, obviously, because they know that you are forced to come to them. You're not a customer with a bunch of different companies on which to choose. No. And so they just don't teach these people. You have to be courteous. Do not interrupt. If they're not interrupting you, don't interrupt them. Just hear them out. Get the business done and let's all go about our lives. But no, I can't handle working at this place with this white guy telling me things about how I work for a place that's doing all these things wrong, breaking the law, posting his social security number. I just can't sit here and hear that. I'm going to personalize it like it's part of my identity or something, and then just get emotional and start interrupting. And everything goes downhill from there. Oh my goodness, every single damn time. Here's the truth. I've had a rule against it. Pattern recognition. I just decided, look, I just don't have any good luck. Maybe it's just me, but whatever. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Government employees that can't even have a conversation without interrupting you and trying to alpha dog, pull your man card on it. It's just so unnecessary. So she then decides, and this is what they all do, once they go away, well, I don't really like that. He was on YouTube. He's recording my audio on YouTube while I work here. You work for the government in a public-facing capacity. That is a public building paid by taxpayers. If you don't like it, you have to get another job. I don't have a job where I'm facing the public because I don't want to deal with the public. If you do, and you work for these people who are heinously corrupt, and just a paid goon squad protecting the heinously corrupt, this is what will happen at your workplace. Okay? So she goes away and says, hey, he's a disturbance, or maybe they called the judge, and the judge was like, oh, get him out of there, I don't want. So now it's not just two, three more come out of nowhere. Before I've even made it down the stairs, three more are at me. I'm one man. I am 49. All of your cops are around half my age, and you need 6? And what was I doing? I was having a perfectly normal civil conversation with their white man lieutenant or whoever the hell that was upstairs. Like, I don't really care about the race or sex or whatever. I'm just poking fun. But someone who doesn't interrupt me, that's all I care about. I'm an individualist, if you can't tell. So I am making this video to admit flaws and to criticize myself and to, post this just documentation, just another journal entry of this is what happens to you. Okay, so I'm now going downstairs. Everything's fine. I'm almost at the front door. Everything's fine. Only when Ashley comes up and does that, man, violating your personal space. I'm so close, you can't move forward now. None of the other cops did it. There's no need whatsoever. I'm headed to the door. They're wise to just let me go. But no, Mr. 21-year-old, probably the junior most ranking guy, has to be the one to be there at the bottom, first go. No, you gotta leave. You're leaving right now. Are you forcing me to leave? With that uniform, you have this gang of ultimate power behind you. Do you think it takes any courage to make that move? You think you could make me move without that uniform on, Ashley? Because you're welcome to take it off and try, son. See, you would never do that in any other situation in this world except when you have that uniform on. And you think that's just gonna be fine? People aren't gonna have the normal reactions they do to regular people on the street? I just can't do anything about it because of your uniform. And you know it. So, young Ashley, here's a word to the wise. When you decide to use force, and assault is what you did. Assault, look at my voice. Assault out there. Assault. Let me pull up my bridge. There we go. I can make fun of myself. I'm a human. I make mistakes too. Assault is what happens. And when you do that, sir, you can reawaken dormant experiences within others of every single time they've ever been bullied by a fucking pig like you. Every single time. Going back longer than you've been alive, son. Longer. You were just a twinkle in your daddy's eye, and I was fighting police. Authority. At the age of 18, I had to tell cops not to shoot my dad. Well, they were still 20 feet away from him, and he was completely unarmed. That sounds like I had this horrible childhood, but I didn't. It was just one horrible incident where my dad beat up my mother. It was the only time I ever saw it, and it was that day. Anyway, I digress. Ashley, that's what happens. That's what happens. You wonder why I'm going to all the trouble to file a formal complaint against you, which is what I just did, using a lot of choice words, and recorded me calling the police station, verifying that they got it, that they know about it. It might be the first formal complaint you've ever gotten, but it's just the first of many if you don't learn this lesson. Be very careful when you choose to use force. You had better make sure that you're right. If your older, more seasoned companions are not doing it, you probably shouldn't too. And especially to men like me, Ashley. Really not a good idea. Now, I am 100% totally calm. And as you see, I ain't ever lifting a finger toward government physically. Period. I don't need to. Oh, I don't need to. I don't need to. That would be how I would lose. If I ever did that, I would lose instantly everything I've ever worked for. That is how unlikely I am to, quote unquote, cause a disturbance. And this poor prick doesn't even know that if I get my way, this country would be a hell of a lot better for 90% of everyone. Because the 1% that bullies everybody would be so incredibly disempowered, obviously. End of topic. Let's move on. Ashley, don't ever, ever, ever use force unless it is justified, okay? Generally speaking, I think that's wise advice. I think your friends would tell you that. This whole flexing, I'm going to come down here and get real close to you, and now you can't leave. Oh, now you're causing a disturbance. Leave. Oh, now I'm not going to tell you my badge number. I'm not going to tell you my badge number so you can't file a complaint. I had to get it from someone else. What a pathetic dumb fuck. I'm going to get your badge number, dummy. Give it. None of this would have happened if you wouldn't have said one sentence, Ashley. It's when you pointed to my car in the lot and said, "Is that your car? Is that your car?" What are you saying with that, Ashley? What exactly are you saying? What are you inferring? Why don't you be a man, have some balls, and clarify? What is it you're saying to me when you say, "Is that your car?" You with your uniform and your car and your guns, all government sanctioned. Are you going to come after me? Are you going to look at the license plate? Are you going to investigate anything? Are you going to find out where I live? I'm not even allowed to know your first name. You can get on your computer and find everything about me, coward. And you have the audacity. Look it up. I doubt you even know what that means. This is the second time with O'Fallon Police Department. They think they can just hear anything from a judge or a woman and be like, "Oh, he's not liked. He's not one of us. Let's get him out. We're going to surround him and work this little game on him. Oh, no, you got to go." Why? Why? This is O'Fallon, Missouri. You know, all you'd have to do is just let me say the piece. I will say it so politely if I'm heard out, and I will leave. I will leave. Be out of your hair and no more problems for anybody. If I go up there and talk to the police about Myers not answering my email and how this is all politics and you guys won't give me a formal answer to my complaint against Egelmeyer for breaking Missouri law that's posted on the goddamn wall, all you gotta do is let me say my piece, and then I'll leave. And then I'll leave. If I haven't made it clear already, and I have, but if those of you who are not familiar enough with the channel know, I am not now, nor will I ever be, a physical threat to anyone. I do not have to wage my wars and fight my battles physically at all against anyone, ever, at any point in time. My anger does not go in that direction. It does not. It doesn't go in passive-aggressive directions. It goes into accountability directions. It goes to the public square, to social media, to expose, to accountability, responsibility for the authority that you are given. When you abuse it and flex it, you deserve 3 times the punishment. You assaulted me, Ashley, legally. And it takes a little minute for a guy to get over it. I will. Your offense was not so great that I won't, like Corporal Lambert's was. But this is part of it. Now I can already see people go, "Oh, he's a crazy person. Oh, I'm going to paint him in this light. Oh, he's going to do something crazy. Oh my gosh, he's got guns." Blah, blah, blah. I am the most peaceful person on the planet. I have never even been in a fight. I've been in one, but not as an adult. Let's see. I have not been in a fight. I can say that. All the fights that I was like, "Oh God, the fight's about to happen," never happened. Thank God. All right. I'm not. I don't have a history of this. I don't want to be in a fight. I don't to hell with that. All right. I'm never angry in a direction of, I'm going to do something physically about it. That is not me. That is not me. That is losing. My words are more powerful. My intelligence is more powerful. The ability to articulate that I have is more powerful. Socratic's ethics, logic, consistency, and I don't care if the sheep are down with it yet. It's coming. It is coming. I don't care if it costs me pain or suffering or jail. I don't care. I'm not giving in to you bullies. You can't pull my man card and not have it addressed. The other fucking cop over in Wentzville just learned this lesson too when I was riding his bike by him and he was in a little 5K permitted zone and he says, "You got to get the hell out of here with your bike during this 5K run." And I said, "No, I don't." 10 minutes later, I'm on the phone with his superior, directly wired to him at his squad car, and he's apologizing to me. Call him, ask him. There's a cop in University City who gave me a ticket about 3 or 4 years ago. I told him on the side of the road to come to my hearing because I'm going to get all charges dismissed. He was super curious about that and asked me questions for the next 20 minutes, and I answered all of them. What happens? The hearing happens. Guess what happens? 1 hearing, case dismissed, all charges dismissed. His ticket running through an orange light at an intersection. And all he could tell me was, "That's really impressive." Oh no, first he said, "Hold on a second. I know the people down at that courthouse. I'm going to give them a call right now. I'm going to call you right back." He called me right back, said, "I'll be damned. They just said exactly what you said." That's really impressive. I can't believe it. You pointed at the fence, the left side, swung and hit a home run. I've never seen it before. Congratulations. I couldn't believe I was hearing that. Call him, ask him. My ticket's on the record. You're not playing with a fool, and you're not playing with someone who's psycho or is going to do anything crazy. But by God, Ashley, don't assault me. Don't step to me like that, and don't point to my car as a cop and say, is that your car? Faggot.